Long ago, in an older version of Minecraft, a society existed that would be known for their famous number of extraordinary achievements that had left an incredible mark on today's world and history. The Egyptians. They're mostly known for the desert temples they built, and in this video, I'm going to uncover everything there is to know about these temples and solve the most important question of all. Did they use creative or did they get help from aliens? Let's start with the structure and layout first. The base of the desert temple is square shaped and its dimensions are 21 by 21 blocks. This makes the desert temple look symmetrical and easy to spot in this never-ending desert. The material that has been used the most is sandstone. Whether it's smooth sandstone, normal sandstone, and even chiseled sandstone, I think that they mostly use this material because it matches the environment so well, and since this works better than using sand since it's sturdier and won't fall down that easily.
Wow.
The building has also passed the test of time, so we could definitely say that it was made out of durable material. There are 3 entrances in total. The main entrance is already quite small, since it's only 2 blocks high and 1 block wide. But there's also already an impressive arch constructed over the entrance. The 2 other entrances are a bit more hidden and will require some climbing. The 2 entrances are the same size as the main entrance, but have a smaller, more soberly built arch. The entrances are built directly facing each other so that you could walk right through the temple if it wasn't for the giant hole in the middle. There is also a 4th kind of entrance that you can always try, but it's not recommended. The reason for this is that it will require more climbing, and if you manage to get there eventually, of course, the only way here is down. This would lead to you taking fall damage and maybe even dying. There are also 2 towers that have a staircase built in each one of them, and they both lead to the 2nd floor. Both of these towers have a flat-ish roof. You will notice that the roof is built in a simple and sober style, but they still manage to make it look detailed. This is typical building style of the Egyptians and just shows how advanced they were. Between the 2 towers, a pyramid is built as the roof of the main room. This could be an early attempt to build a beacon since we noticed that there isn't a block in the middle. However, the beacon would have never worked since the beacon needs to stand on top of the pyramid and not in it.
Bruh.
Maybe lucky for them that it did work, because the beacon could have given some weird effects since it's built out of sandstone and not the ores like diamonds or emeralds. Now let's check out the interior. If we go in by the main entrance, we see that both left and right have small tunnels that lead to each tower. If we follow one of these tunnels, we are led to the tower, which then has stairs that lead to the 2nd floor. That is partly outside and partly inside. Inside of the 2nd floor, we have a little balcony with a view of the main room, and we are in the hollowed out roof. The main room is quite big and is supported by a lot of pillars, 18 in total. We also have an amazing eye catcher in the middle of the room. This eye catcher is a terracotta pattern made of orange and blue terracotta. I think that the pattern itself looks a lot like an Eye of Ender, or maybe it was supposed to look like a star, more specifically the North Star, which they used to navigate around the desert. Now, one of the most important parts of the temple is what's lying underneath the pattern, and that is a trap, but also treasure. This is where the leaders of the Egyptians were buried. There are 4 coffins, and each is filled with gold and other ores, but also with the remains of the leaders. When the coffin is opened, you will find their bones, strings that used to be their hair, and even their rotting flesh. Besides that, you'll find some old scriptures of them that appear to be written in Standard Galactic Alphabet, which is the language of the enchantment table. That is why it's believed that they made the first enchantment tables, because it's actually in their language. The trap is also carefully crafted with a pressure plate and a lot of TNT. You'll also find some gunpowder and sand in the chest. This could be why the faces of creepers are engraved in the sandstone of the temple, because they are the protectors of their temple via the strap that the Egyptians could make with the gunpowder they got by offering them. Now we have finally come to the question: did aliens help them, or did they cheat by using creative? The answer is probably no. They already had access to TNT, so they probably used it for other purposes too, like digging and mining maybe. That's how they were able to get sandstone so easily. It is speculated that they then used minecarts to transfer these blocks to the place where they wanted it made. Once there, they carefully assembled the blocks into the structure we all know so well today, the Desert Temple. My name is Pixel Pioneer, and it was a pleasure to show this marvel of a monument.